A lot of people have said to me that when they watched the ABC special, they thought that at least Peter Jennings would get somewhere close to the traditional view of Jesus. Their comment afterwards was, were they reading out of the same Bible that we are? How can some scholars look at the same evidence and come to such completely different opinions, conclusions?
Well, that's an excellent question, and I think part of it has to do with the presuppositions that the scholar brings to the text. Fortunately, members, for example, of the Jesus Seminar who are skeptical in their approach to the New Testament have made many of their presuppositions abundantly clear. They've listed them, for example, in the introduction to their edition of the so-called Five Gospels. And according to the fellows of that seminar, the number one pillar of scholarly investigation of the historical Jesus is the presupposition of naturalism. That is to say, that miracles do not happen. And as a justification for this, they simply appeal to the German 19th century scholar David Friedrich Strauss. And what Strauss said was that there's a difference between the mythological and the historical. And the Jesus Seminar classifies as mythological anything that is legendary or supernatural. Now, that is simply a definition. There is no argument given for this. Anything that is supernatural is simply defined to be mythological and therefore non-historical. Now, since the story of the Gospels is from start to finish a story of miracles, the virgin birth, the incarnation, the exorcisms, the healings, the clairvoyant knowledge of the future, prophecy, the resurrection of Jesus, anyone who comes to the text with that presupposition is of course going to be forced to discount vast tracts of the text as being unhistorical. But it's important to see that that conclusion is not based on the evidence, it's built into the presupposition. If you come to the Gospels with the presupposition of naturalism, then of course what you wind up with will be a purely human Jesus. So the issue there isn't one of evidence, the issue there is one of presuppositions. What is the justification for this presupposition of naturalism?